In 1976, a band emerged from Fort Wayne, Indiana named Ethos with a misty, starry sound that reached for the cosmos, as on this track, Space Brothers. Hear the fullness, like the acoustic guitar, the strumming, and that Mellotron thick. Sounds like a choral setting on Mellotron. It kind of sounds like choral voices. Hear that Moog?
Where are those dimension men that tell their tales that go round and round and round and round in my head? Space Brothers, when will we meet? Space Brothers, when will we see?
Grandiose chorus, yeah, just swelling up those harmonies and everything. I can't find the lyrics anywhere, but I'm pretty sure you were able to make out the chorus. Space Brother, when will we meet? Space in
the book of nine, open up our eyes.
Hear that drum, that big bass drum? Boom! It's going like once every...
Open up our lives. Somewhere there's a power, the center of our time, to disappear to nothingness, to
yeah, every other bar.
reappear. Space Brothers, when will we meet? Space Brothers, when will we see?
Hear that you must have heard that like watery synthesizer that just like went. A lot of like kind of like open acoustic strum chords. I think I may be hearing like an open string or two. That rattling is also really adding to the crispness. Yeah, it's giving it kind of like a sprinkly kind of like effect. It makes it glisten. I love how we had been in like open cadence the whole time, and now we're in like a real sharp closed cadence with some really crisp bass. The amazing thing is that it seems to be in the same tempo that we had been in the whole time. It's just that the cadence is really closed up. Giving the keyboards time to stretch out here. Let's see here on, okay, just back to... That is so powerful, bringing that theme back right there, that chorus, like instrumental. Okay, Okay, on keyboards we have, let's see, Mellotron, piano, synthesizer, Moog, organ, clavinet, and voice, Duncan, Hammond. Oh, suitable name. And on Mellotron, Chamberlin, organ, Moog synthesizer and effects, Michael Ponczek. And the other, I already see others as we go along. We're getting so many different textures and sounds here. I mean, well, heck, we have 2 keyboardists in the band. That's a very unique lineup. We got bass, guitar, drums, and 2 keyboardists. It's usually bass, drums, vocals, and 2 guitarists in rock bands. But so like between the 2 of them, they have like each one of them having like 4 different keyboards, and so you're getting like 7 or 8 possible effects in a given song. And the real thick slabs of bass that we're hearing are by Brad Stephenson, who also plays Moog bass pedals and is also one of the vocalists. And guitar, mandolin, voice, Will Sharpe. And finally, percussion effects, Mark Richardson. They don't say drums. God, I love that really controlled, manicured guitar, just sizzle. I love the way he's exploring the tone and the of the different scales. It's like it's got that real trebly sound, that really kind of slashing type sound, and you know, he's alternating kind of like lyrical sustains, bends, and with a bit more fluid moments. And I love just how that rhythmic component is just so like propulsive, and yet it restrained at the same time. It's like putting everything into a pressure drop. That was a great rhythmic touch where he threw in those like slick hi-hats. I love how we've kept this like locked cadence for the return of the vocals. Hear that Moog is doing the chorus theme, but like in a different key. Da na 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 na. Hear that really high sound? That was Space Brothers by Ethos from their 1976 album Ardour, the first of two proper albums, although they had made some recordings before this album that were later released, much later, on a CD entitled Relics. Yeah, they, I guess, Peter Gabriel wore a t-shirt bearing their name in one of his last photos with Genesis. I guess Genesis met up with this band during the Lamb Lies Down on Broadway tour in one of their like Midwest stops or something, and the two bands became friendly, and Gabriel was a fan. Yeah, let's hear another track from the album, Atlanteans. Oceans. I wonder how many more people there were who believed in Atlantis 40 years ago versus today. That's some real thick, like analog keyboard right there. That's like both the guys, Ponczek and Hammond, really laying it down. Beautiful major seventh key centers. Cities lie lost Oh, that was a beautiful touch. The way that bass just kind of scaled up and up and up, and while the like Mellotron note just kind of like held the sustained note. It seems as though yesterdays were shrouded in a dream. I think let's see, E flat major 7 to B flat major 7. The voices of the children and the victories. And this time to A flat. Oh, hear that high keyboard, that high Moog. Oh, the way that the guitar, the clean chordal guitar, is blending with the Mellotron, and the two are complementing each other while the Moog kind of solos. Has a real unique way of going through these open pastoral cadence to these kind of slow, locked, kind of like bass, kind of like bass locked patterns that are like kind of like slow and yet kind of funky. And yet that retained the same tempo as before. Like, notice how the song isn't any faster than it was like 30 seconds ago. It's just much more punctual. God, those bass bass notes are so thick, and that Moog just going everywhere. It's kind of the tone here kind of reminds me a bit of Manfred Mann's Earth Band. Now that was a real great and welcome change up. Yeah, and this time we did get a little bit faster. We kind of wound up and doubled up, like the bass and everything. And
dancing through your dreams of life, of something dear to love. Time may change perspectives of the mind.
And now I think the guitarist is about to take his turn to be atmospheric and to add like touches of sound.
Sailing ships to distant shores that no man may
The Mellotron is just so thick in this number. This is kind of up there among like Mellotron epics. So like pure, so icy, so misty, frosty. Getting a little bit more legato, it seems, or we're opening that up a little bit more, kind of jazzy. You know, I kind of, because that's one word that never crosses my mind when I think of this band, but they... I think I hear a bit of scat singing. It kind of sounds like scat singing doubling up on those guitar notes. Maybe it's just my imagination. Well, he's giving us, the guitarist here is giving us quite an array of sounds. Yeah, Brad Stephenson. No. Will Sharpe is, you know, one moment he's doing those kind of legato, jazzy, like what sounds like a hollow body Gibson guitar type licks, and now he's giving us more of these electric. This is just lightning fluidity. The bass is getting really fast now, doing those runs, while the guitarist like has this kind of like this kind of wet, damp, kind of wah. And now we're going back into that locked groove again. And totally different sound this time from the Moog, like much lower. How would you describe those chords? Just this really kind of almost fractious, like distortion, trebly, just slashing. very thematic, really ensemblic right here. Amid all the soloing, notice how the bass hasn't actually taken a solo, and yet it's been so dominant throughout much of this piece. I wonder what part of seafaring that was supposed to represent. Beautiful, that piano, just that glissando, just amid the sustained synth strings. Oceans. Oh, that one fast, that climactic fast section, just so cathartic. It sounded like either like sea explorers were coming back up to the surface, or yeah, I just pictured myself kind of like in a vessel. Yeah, so much sound, so much visual, like just think of like marine habitat and traveling underwater, and just all the fantasies about the myths about Atlanteans. Like the Submariner actually crossed my mind and his people. Yeah, beautiful. Atlanteans by Ethos from their 1976 album Ardour. Yeah, a band that was very capable, that had a knack for taking a song idea and just stretching it out in numerous ways. You know, changing the cadence. You know, giving like putting the spotlight on different instruments, changing the rhythmic component around, exploring it through different sounds, different soloing, you know, like, yeah. Yeah, a band, because notice in that song, we didn't actually have a lot of different distinct movements. We had basically kind of like a verse and a chorus, and like two themes that were just explored infinitely and just juxtaposed amid, yeah, numerous arrangements and just a whole arsenal of different sounds. And yeah, at a time when musicians were really exploring the full tonal range and tonal color of what these like polyphonic keyboards and pedals and everything would allow them, and just exploring their instrumental capacity to its fullest and beyond. You know, I'm pretty sure that they became better musicians, each one of them, as they nailed this piece down. Such was what people were striving for back then. For more Rubies and Sapphires from the catalog of Ethos, this album and the one after it, see the directory of albums by American maximalist rock artists linked in the description below. Like and subscribe and follow me on social media, and leave a comment if there are any observations you have about the two tracks we just heard, Atlanteans and Space Brothers. You know, the layers, the instrumentation, the solos, the counterpoint, the density, the lushness, the overall vibe, the mood, the tempo shifts, the compositions. Yeah. And until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most air-traveled trimaximalist, signing off.